Welcome to the New Zealand Rugby channel, where the passion for rugby comes alive. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss any of the epic moments. Let's dive in and explore the game together. The clash between the All Blacks and the Springboks isn't just about the Freedom Cup, it's a showdown between two titans of world rugby. Both sides carry with them proud histories, fierce determination, and a deep sense of national pride. This meeting at Sky Stadium promises to be a blockbuster, a match where class, tactics, and grit will be on full display. Personally, I'm looking forward to witnessing another historic moment in this epic rugby rivalry. Rugby, after all, isn't just about numbers, wins and losses, it's about honour, relentless effort, and the weight of expectation that every team shoulders when they take the field. Looking at the fierce battle for the top of the world rankings, the intensity and competitiveness of the game becomes all the more clear, yet rugby never loses its heart. South Africa, a team known for its sheer physicality and unwavering spirit, are now in a tough spot. After falling to Australia at Ellis Park, they not only lost their number one spot, but have slipped further down the ladder after failing to break the All Blacks' unbeaten run at Eden Park, New Zealand's fortress. As a long-time rugby fan, I can't help but feel for Rassie Erasmus and his men, the pride of African rugby, admired by fans the world over. But their journey is far from over. They still have a shot at redemption, beating both Ireland and New Zealand next weekend. A tall order, no doubt, but not impossible. Let's not forget 2018 at the Cake Tin. The Boks stunned the All Blacks in a result that reminded us all, in sport, anything is possible. Rugby has a way of defying expectations, of pushing beyond what seems humanly achievable. With World Rugby's ranking system constantly in flux, I'm only now realizing how complex and cutthroat it really is. One win or loss can completely shake up the global order. For instance, if South Africa managed to beat the All Blacks by more than 15 points, an incredible feat, they wouldn't just reclaim the top spot, they'd knock New Zealand off their perch. Even a narrow win could lift them to second, but only if Ireland stumble. All these ifs and buts reveal that rugby is not just a physical battle on the field, it's a game of strategy, where every point, every margin matters. On the flip side, if the All Blacks win again, especially by a decent margin, they'll not only hold the top, but stretch their lead even further. Under Scott Robertson, the team is looking remarkably consistent, and that consistency reminds us why New Zealand rugby remains a near unshakable force in the sport. Elsewhere, Australia's situation is also raising eyebrows. Even with a win over Argentina, they are unlikely to improve on their sixth-place ranking, which feels modest given their rugby pedigree. A loss, however, could see them slip to seventh, and miss out on a Pool 1 spot at Rugby World Cup 2027, a worrying prospect for any Wallabies supporter. It's clear now that every match has implications far beyond the scoreboard. Entire generations of players could be affected by what happens in just 80 minutes. Even the Pacific Nations Cup, often overlooked, holds its share of drama. Fiji might win and stay where they are, but Canada, a team that's flown under the radar, could jump all the way to 22nd with a surprise victory. It just goes to show, in rugby, nothing is fixed. Every team has the right to dream, and the power to change their destiny in a single game. Ranking shifts are also playing out in Asia, with Japan and Tonga in the mix. I've got my eye on Japan. Eddie Jones is clearly investing a lot there. Even with a dominant win over Tonga, they couldn't leapfrog Wales. But Samoa could still overtake them, depending on results. These seemingly minor details can influence long-term strategies for every team, especially with the 2027 World Cup looming. At the end of the day, sport, especially rugby, isn't just for the strongest. It's a platform for heart, for smart strategy, and for raw commitment. Every game, every hit, every try is more than just a number. It's a symbol of the desire to reach the top, of belief, and of national pride carried by each player on their shoulders. No matter who I support, I have deep respect for every team that fights for their jersey. Watching underdogs rise or giants stumble due to tactical errors, these moments teach us about the fairness and unforgiving nature of sport. That's why, whether you're a player or a fan, rugby's pull is undeniable. It's a game of willpower, clever play, and real courage. Thanks for being part of the journey with New Zealand Rugby. If you're a rugby fan, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss the next epic moment. See you in the next video.